What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the huge hiatus we've had on videos and content. It's just been drop the ball. I mean, it is what it is. Drop the ball on making videos, just end of the year stuff. Yeah, drop the ball. That's all it comes down to. Just drop the ball. We'll do better. Hopefully, we'll do better. Plan is to do better. We'll make that a resolution. Better about content coming onto the YouTube. We've been trying to stay better about keeping projects updated on like our Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. So if you're on those, which I'm sure you are, go check those out. There'll be a link at the end of the video for all that stuff. Then if you would consider sticking with us here, hitting that subscribe button, bell notification, that stuff helps a ton. So, see a little more results there, makes it a little more important, makes you feel a little better about shooting videos, taking time to edit videos and everything like that. So, but let's get into this. So, happy late 2022 to all you guys. There's been a few shorts posted here and there, but then you just saw a trip or two to some Bengals games. Houday off to face the Titans this week down in Nashville, so that'd be a big game for us. But we're not here to talk about football. We're not here to talk about bourbon. We may get back to that too, though. We are going to talk about Eric Swanson's Mustang that he just brought into us. He contacted us. He's kind of laid out a budget, what he had to spend, then his goals of what he would like to have happen with the car, which when stuff can happen with a good conversation and everything up front, it helps a ton. It really does. So we sat down, we made a plan. We decided to go with a Procharger P1X, dual pump 4 system, because we did plan on running the car on E85. Set of ID 1050 injectors. Let's see, we put LTH headers on it. Then we also did a set of oil pump gears, crank sprocket. Yeah, start getting tumbling around there a little bit. Sprocket on it, and put a one-piece drive shaft in, and he brought that. Let me just double check, make sure we're not forgetting nothing. That was the base of all the performance stuff. So we baselined the car, which we'll put that in here. Baseline was 375 horsepower, 366 foot-pounds of torque. Tongue twisted to hell today. So, got all that stuff installed. Then to dial all this stuff in, we're turned to who we always turn to. Palm Beach Dyno. Rob sent us over a tune for pump gas to get us started on. Done the typical stuff, your idle rev, drive logs. Maybe need to do a video on that. Just kind of go through the process of what remote tuning looks like for us. Then onto the dyno we went. We normally do a small wide open pull to around 5, whatever that Rob and them say. Most of the time it's 4,500, 5,000, kind of depending on the power level that you're looking at. So we done a pull to 5,000, and I do not have that dyno graph pulled up. So then from there we went ahead and pulled it on out to 7,500 after he made a few changes. And that pump gas we wound up at 691, and make sure I don't say this wrong, 509. Torque. So at 7,500, the gains were 353 rear wheel horsepower at 7,500 RPM. So it nearly almost doubled the rear wheel horsepower on pump gas, which awesome, right? So then everything looked good on the pump gas stuff, got it all dialed in. Over onto E85, the Lord's fuel. That, the same kind of deal, Normally the E85 goes a little bit quicker on that tuning because they've already got, you know, all your mass air and stuff dialed in from the 93, so it's a little quicker transition. Still same kind of steps just to make sure everything's good. You know, you'll do your idle, rev, drive log, small pull, then a full rip on it. So got to our full rip on it, took it up to 7,500 and saw 765 rear wheel horsepower, 561 foot-pounds of torque. So 426 rear wheel horsepower gain at 7,500. I mean, this thing's pulling all the way up. If it was a Gen 2 or 3, you know, something we could spin on to like 8,000, 8,500, a little more safe, it would probably, I mean, the pace it's going, it would go over 800 by 8,000 most likely. So, but, you know, we're not looking for that. Got everything else, you know, timing's conservative for this boost level. It's seeing, let me, so I don't speak out wrong here, I didn't have boost on here. Hold on just a second. We saw about 12.5 pounds of boost, and I mean, that's all the way at 7,500. So, you know, boost is pretty conservative. Timing, air fuel's rich, so set up everything for Eric to have a real good long life out of this car. I mean, there's shouldn't be any issues he has to worry about besides doing oil changes and general maintenance on stuff until he's ready to, you know, throw a short block in there or something like that. Turn this thing up. P1X, I mean, we can make over 1,000 horsepower easy, but well, say that easy. Everything's 1,000 horsepower is easy nowadays. So that car is about wrapped up. All we're waiting, which actually came in today, was we're putting a Motion Raceworks catch can on. So if you follow us on Facebook and stuff, we're actually a Motion Raceworks dealer now. So any of those parts, they've got a ton of stuff. I mean, just stuff to complete projects, stuff to put nice finishing touches on stuff besides zip tying something over to the side and just not looking good. So as soon as that gets on, that car will be done. Get it back to Eric. You know, he's got, I think, some cosmetic stuff he's going to finish up on it, and I mean, it should be great. I mean, we've over doubled the rear wheel horsepower, so what's not to love about that, right? So this will be a quick little video. Like I said, I'm going to try to get better. I'm going to start doing videos on like little project kind of stuff we do on some cars, stuff that we've done that's a little different than other stuff, or just, you know, people who can find some value in it. Like right now I'm having to remember like trigonometry, geometry, all that stuff, because I'm measuring out to make a rear seat delete and having to figure out, measure this, measure that, put the hole here for the roll cage, all that fun stuff. So, but thank you guys if you've made it this far. I really do appreciate that. And, you know, hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It'd be wonderful. I'd really appreciate that. And we'll keep trying to pump out some content, have something decent for you guys to watch. But until then, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.